Welcome back, this is Salamander Speak of the game Chums, showcasing the Neku Sakaruba battle for Undertale. So this is one I made not too long ago with the main character from The World Ends With You. And I kind of felt like it was fitting for Undertale's motif because both of them are kind of like those life-changing epiphany type games where you experience some form of life that after it you're like, wow, this is actually how I'm going to change how I view the real world. So I figured they were two perfect matches. I'm going to go ahead and get into the showcasing part. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that I borrowed a lot of the Waves concepts from a lot of people online who did like proof of concepts for the green shield and things like that. You'll see more when I actually do it. So it begins with kind of a message like the beginning of any mission or any day from The World Ends With You. And for the first one, tell you what, we'll go ahead and go kill him and then pacifist. Kind of gave him his signature grunts from the game while he's attacking him. It's like, and this is kind of the Ice Crush spell, and it's similar to Undyne's attack from the game. Neku is resisting his emo urges. Actually, I'm going to check it once just so y'all can see that. See, I even gave him a bravery stat as well, similar to the actual game. And this is what I was talking about, the green shield type attacks. I borrowed pretty much everything except the sprites. Oh, smells like spicy tuna rolls. And all of these little comments are things you'll probably get if you played the game, and if you haven't, then this probably isn't the right mod for you. I don't know, I recently saw that there was a pretty good Kingdom Hearts Sora one, and Neku Sakaruba has actually officially appeared in Kingdom Hearts now. So you can see this one's similar to Sans' bone attack. There's a little bit of a lag, and I can't tell if it's because of my computer or if it's because of my actual coding on the attack. Yeah, so he's a little tanky. Got a good bit of health to him. I wanted it to be kind of a fun fight, even if you went genocide, pacifist, it doesn't matter. I want this to be something you could enjoy. Give him a little butt beating here. Also, if you have played through it, spoiler free, that attack is incredibly strong when he actually uses it. So let's try it on different pins. I made that one deal a hefty amount of damage if you get hit by it, because it's really obvious to dodge too. It gives you an audio and a visual cue to avoid it. It gives you a rhythm, where it's going to be, and all you have to do is just go up and down. So I made it a hefty attack. I think it does like 15 of your 48 health. Similar to the fire pin in-game, this does a persistent damage as well. You don't get any invincibility frames against the fire, but basically as long as you dodge it at all, you should be fine. Ice Crush is still probably one of the harder attacks to dodge for me, and I made this. I wanted the normal mode to probably be a little challenging if you haven't played him before, but after a little bit you should be able to get the concept down and be able to beat him pretty easily. As you can see, I haven't had much trouble with him. That would have done a lot of damage. I almost ran right into it. And see, with the normal version, you have 3 cure drink uses too, like you fully leveled up the pin in-game. That way, you have the ability to heal. Since I couldn't figure out how to program items in this. But we don't need to heal. We can finish him off just fine. I didn't really give him a line when you kill him. I honestly couldn't figure that part out. So we're going to go back into it, and we're going to try and show him the hard mode and the sparing function on him. So as you can see, you got a little bit of different music too, and this time you don't have Cure Drink anymore. Well, you have one use of it instead of all three. And if you try to talk to him before you do anything, he doesn't trust you, which seems really fitting for our favorite emo. And he says die because, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, that hurt, that hurt. And as you can see, there's a lot more fire on screen all at the same time. Alright, Neku's trying on different pins, so 10 pin. Play a game of 10 pin slammer with him. You're not bad. See, it's how you get him to work around, because like the Neku from the game, you just have to get him to open up. So we're gonna draw. You draw graffiti on the nearby wall. That looks great. And oh jeez. And if you try and draw graffiti again, there's no more room. He's like, pay attention to the fight. Something I could see Neku saying. Sorry if the commentary gets a little slow at points, it's kind of hard to concentrate on this. Alright, and then if you try and like 10 pin him again, he didn't want to play anymore. Hello, trying to fight here. Kind of reminiscent of his dead kid speaking. Alright, and now we talk to him again. You tell him to enjoy the moment. Cat. This is like the hardest attack to dodge. You gotta die. Yep. Yep, I died. I'm trying to showcase this fight and I end up dying to it. So as you can see, the hard mode lives up to its name. But we're gonna speedrun him since I already know all the answers. But essentially I wanted that hard mode to even be like, if you didn't know how to spare him first off, you know, you try and click talk first off, because that's what a lot of times you're gonna try and pick. Right, play a game 10 pin, not bad. Dodge, dodge, dodge. So you can see that takes off 6 health when it hits you, so 48, you got what, like 8 hits to survive? Don't quote me on my math while I'm trying to play. You draw graffiti on the nearby wall. I think in the normal mode you'll take like 3 damage or 4. And then you talk, tell him to enjoy the moment. He's gonna... And yes, this is kind of just the Gaster Blaster launched at you. Smells like spicy tuna rolls. Talk again. You tell him he has friends waiting on him. Shiki beat. And after you memorize these patterns, they do get a little repetitive. So it's not anything too difficult. You tell him you want to be friends. Whatever, just stay out of my way. Everybody's favorite Sindir, and if you notice, he stopped attacking. And didn't figure out how to program to stop saying things like, eat this! When you're in the spare frames. And you could spare him right now, but I also left in one other thing. And that's that his defense drops to 0! So he's in easy kill once you spare him. Anyway, that's all for the Neku Sakaruba showcase. This one isn't really meant to be as interesting.